Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the Washington Redskins. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Washington Redskins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they interplay here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. It's Jordan Wilkins here, second-year man from Ole Miss. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Play action. Stafford. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run on first down. Wilkins. 2 yards on the pick out there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And here's the Redskin defense.
Defensive end Everson Griffin combines a good frame with a great get-off at the snap of the ball. That's how he gets to the quarterback. 3 seasons in the NFL with double-digit sacks. He can run a 4.6 40 when he takes off and goes.
From the 31, Stafford, and Anderson's got it. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
To throw is Stafford. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And Myers able to knock it through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. That man Myers last year with the Jets in his first season made a name for himself.
He certainly did. How about this? The NFC and AFC Pro Bowl kickers both came from the New York teams. Aldridge Rosas for the NFC and Jason Myers here for the AFC with the Jets. How about him? 33 for 36. Really helped out the young quarterback, Sam Darnold.
Ready? Here we go, Shoot!
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Breeze. This is caught by Gibb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Breeze to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And here a look at the offensive starters for the Redskins.
One thing for us to keep in mind and remember, they're coming off of their open week last week. They got to sit home and relax a little bit before the final stretch of the season. They got the lucky draw because every team in the league wants to have that open week later in the year.
And Kamara has it stripped.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. To throw, it's Breeze. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's Xavier Rhodes there in on the stop. Here's the 6th-round pick from Oklahoma, Rodney Anderson. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. That one complete to Wilkins, the running back. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Now it's Ginn. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We got three.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A run with Josh Adams, the Eagles' leading rusher as a rookie last year. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. He's going to air one out. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter Feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Now a first down throw, Stafford. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. This is Wilkins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
I know the scouting report on him is that he didn't.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Shotgun now for Breeze. Unsuccessful at catching the defense off guard. 4th and inches. I thought they would, if you're going to go for it, just maybe run the football.
I agree with you. If you're going to go for it on 4th and inches, line up in your regular offense with your play selection, your whole playbook in front of you, as opposed to the limited options you have if you fake it. That's really taking it to an extreme, in my opinion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Again has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On play action, now Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
To the 48-yard line. A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 9.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Redskins nothing.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
Breeze pass intended for Alvin Kamara. Incomplete.
Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Let's go!
The Redskins now, their defense coming back onto the field. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down.
Bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all, but you're exactly right. They are doing their job, but they want to add takeaways to it. You need to have more of those to go along with the big hits we're seeing.
By the way, when I tried that and I bounced back, I noticed that you laughed with everyone else. You didn't try to get in my corner.
No. Someone had just told me a joke on the other side.
Right,
I missed that.
Right.
Totally missed it.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I'm sorry, but it's almost unfair. Brandon Marshall can make so many plays, but even when you think he's covered,
he's not.
No, he's really not. He uncovers and makes a play on you and picks up good yardage in doing so.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Stafford. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Stafford now to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Drop deep.
They run with Wilkins. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Ronald Blair on the stop.
Check right 54.
On second down, Anderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of legs.
Breeze now on first down. Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On second down, Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. On play action, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
56, right there, 56. I don't think you got it, son.
On first down, it's Wilkins. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilkins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Right there in the middle, 55.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Stafford. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down. Wilkins. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. On second down now. It's Anderson trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. To throw on 3rd down. Stafford throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 26.
First down, Jets.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, getting to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Following the penalty, Anderson. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Key brought him down. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd down at the 20-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Wilkins. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Nice job, bro.
Jordan Wilkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Jets 10, Redskins nothing.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Breeze on the bootleg. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Ryan Kerrigan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go, defense.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. It's brought in by Daxon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. It's hauled in by Daxon. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Breeze now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now Breeze. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Here I come again.
Now Breeze again. This is caught by Ginn.
Holding offense.
Have that one on Dwayne Brown, first-round pick back in 08. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Throwing now is Breeze. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now Stafford. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Stafford now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. That one complete to Wilkins, the running back. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
It's third down. And 6 yards to go.
Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season is going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it's Matthew Stafford who's had it working in the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
Here we go.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be fourth down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. On the carry, it's Wilkins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They run again with Wilkins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And here come the Redskins now. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now Breeze will bring his guys to the line to go for 2. Here's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They were winners last week, defeating the New York Giants. They lead this one as well right now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wilkins. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
He was taken down by Mason Foster. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Wilkins. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
56.
On 2nd down now, it's Anderson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He was taken down by Mason Foster. It's a gain of 7.
On 2nd down, it's Anderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll get this down to the 10. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Ready. 180. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
10th carry now for Anderson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Stafford on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So he's got another field goal, his 4th now in the game. He's making it look easy out there.
He certainly is, and they're always aiming for a swing of the leg that repeats under pressure, right? So nothing's different. He's got that right now because confidence is breeding confidence.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Trying to go back to Clay that time, and now it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw, it's Breeze. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Breeze. Looking deep here for Ebron. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
It's just me and you.
Stafford on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, but it's going to be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again. Stafford, open man is born. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Ready? 95,
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Breeze now to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Charles Clay has tied in the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
The Jets' 3-yard line.
Breeze now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Charles Clay, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively, put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wilkins, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Jets on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And this is caught. He hits more. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 38-yard line. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. He's got a man. That's Marshall.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
Automatic
It's an
first down.
absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Anderson. He's got it on the draw. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 3rd and 2, Stafford. Caught by Marshall. He's got it. He's got a Jets touchdown. Brandon Marshall, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now Stafford will come out, trying to get his guys a 2-point conversion.
Let's get off the field, D.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Kamara off the draw. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. The Redskins on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try the left side. Wilkins. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jordan Wilkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Breeze lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Anderson. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wilkins. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Jets, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they're going the wrong way, as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.